think we're getting live out there. Hey, Instagram, how are you? Candace Daniolo here, the founder and CEO of Pet Boss Nation. Realizing I should probably put my do not disturb on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Awesome. I'm back. How you doing, Matt from Pet Engine Marketing? Great to see you. I am here for Convos with Candace. That's right. It is Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going live on Instagram and on Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn to just connect with you, to connect with our favorite pet industry professionals, the people we like to call pet bosses, who I just want to share with maybe what's on my mind, what might be on your mind. And Matt says, are we talking about things that keep us up at night? That was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we talked about things that keep us up at night, but you can definitely let me know what's keeping you up at night, and we can talk about that today if you still want to. If you're joining us live, please say hello in the comments. Let me know who's here. I can see it's easy on Instagram. I can see that. Hello, Halo Dog Accessories and Skyline Pet Care and Jasper Splash Zone. Hey, great to see ya. Okay, so what we're talking about is competing for the same customers. This spurs from a conversation and a question that came up in our Facebook group community that we run for the pet industry. Okay, we have a free Facebook group community. We also have paid programs, like our Pet Boss Club members are in a group. But this was over in our free group community. And it was Scott Dancho had a frustration, right? He had a frustration about something that happened recently, that he found out happened recently, and came to the group, which is one of the great reasons that you have a community to go ask questions to and get support from. And the thing that he was kind of just, little peeved about was the fact that he's a pet supply retailer. He sells products that he buys at wholesale and he reprices them for consumers to buy. And he said that he's noticing that more manufacturers are posting their own products online, meaning that the manufacturers that he's been selling in his store are now, a lot of them, selling direct to consumer, which is fine. He says, however, I get that. That's fine. However, they're charging a lot less than the retailer that he can charge. And so for those of you who don't sell products, what we mean here is that brand, gives it a wholesale discount to the retailers to buy it. Sometimes there's a middleman called a distributor who ends up having to add a little bit of their own price on it as well. And then the retailer ultimately gets it and has their own formula for pricing products, which we teach you about at Pet Boss Nation. We just ran through an entire pricing money marathon with our clients in the Pet Boss Club. And so there are strategies to maximize your margins. What his concern is that he's now like, well, do I just drop this brand because what the brand is selling it for is only $4 over what he's already paying for it, and they're offering free shipping. And so today, what I wanted to talk to you all about and share my feelings about all of this with you is, I know that this is a frustration, whether it's a brand that's going to sell direct to customers and that you're competing with them, or maybe you have a competitor in your market who you're always competing on price with. And so I just wanted to have a discussion about it to maybe just help your own mindset, help you think about things a little bit differently around this conversation. Okay. And that's what these convos with Candace are all about. They're kind of just like, hey, what's going on in the world of pet businesses? And what do I want to share with you to help you along the process? So if you're new here, please say hello. Great to see you. I'd love to know. I can tell by some of the names of your businesses that maybe you don't sell inventory. Maybe you do. I know we've got some pet sitters and dog trainers and Hound and Home Studio. So I don't know if that's like a photography or home products. We've got a rescue watching. Fantastic. Okay. So here's the thing. I want to say this to the brands, right? Well, no, let me back up. Here's the thing, right? That's the phrase. Here's the thing. I need to get a sticker made like that. Anyway, every company is allowed to sell whatever they want to sell, get it out to their customers, sell whatever the revenue channel they have, right? Like brands are allowed to sell direct to consumer. So, and I think that retailers get that and understand that. The issue that a lot of retailers have is that they're not getting a piece of the discount pie, right? Like, so if a manufacturer decides to run a consumer coupon or consumer deal via the brand's own email list or own website, or runs ads in anywhere, social media or wherever, the retailer, the reseller of that same product would really love it if the brand could also pass that same offer and deal to their consumers, or to their even their own ordering process and their own discounts. It also gets frustrating for retailers if you are taking away the customer and driving that traffic to the brand's website instead of trying to get people to come to your local businesses, or the local businesses that sell your products. So there has to be a way on that brand side for the brands to think about what choices are they making in their own growth goals for selling products and those channels that they pick. And could they be more supportive of all of the channels that they sell to, and how, what access, let's say, the retailers get, or what benefits the retailers get. Okay, there's that. On the flip side, retailers, you have the perfect advantage that you get to curate your collection of products that you sell. Whether you are a dog grooming salon that has a little lobby and you're selling merchandise, like, that's the fun of the buying process, is that you really can curate what products you're going to sell, how it looks, how it feels. You can determine the price points of those things. You can determine how much you have. You get to determine which brands you carry. And so then the opposite side is, yes, I know it's frustrating when a brand you sell is going to sell less online, but really there's not a lot of I think rarely ever there's contracts involved with the fact of how long you're going to carry their stuff, how much of it you have to stock. And so they risk also, by choosing your retail storefront as a channel to sell to, that you're going to continue to be a good reseller of their stuff. So there's that risk there too for them, but you have the power to choose what you want to sell. And what's really cool and important for retailers to know is that you should be finding new products, new collections, new replacements pretty regularly, because otherwise what you have gets old, in the sense, like not old necessarily as it's going to expire, but it just gets kind of boring potentially, or it is just not something that the person is interested in seeing anymore. Now, in this specific example, Scott was upset because it's a line of food. And so with food, you usually do invest in the lines you're going to carry, and you have a big selection of those, and you have them a long time. But it could be good, though, still to encourage, I think it's a great idea to encourage rotational feeding between all the different brands of food you have, so that consumers are more loyal to you as a store versus that one specific brand, especially when you don't sell online and you're trying to keep your local customers happy. Okay. So at the end of the day, while I know that it stinks when a competitor is underpricing you, even when you are a reseller of that thing or a partner of that thing, it's a horrible feeling to see those prices and to feel like you can't compete, to feel like you have invested in that partner and that brand, and now they're going and doing something that is not, that doesn't benefit you, and that you feel like could potentially hurt you. I know that is very frustrating. I want you to know that you're not alone if that's happened to you, but also that we have to learn as entrepreneurs and business owners that when things like that happen to us, we can't let it derail us too long. We can't let it create emotional reactions to things. Instead, we have to make educational decisions about what our plan is to do with that. Is this potentially a discount that brand might be just running for a short period of time? Maybe that brand is overbought on those things. Maybe you can start conversations with them to see what else they can do for you. Maybe pass some other discounts along to you. And know that, again, because I think his frustration here was that the brand didn't really give him a reason. They didn't seem that interested in even helping him. That potentially the person who's on the other line, that first line of customer support, isn't in charge of pricing, doesn't have the power to make a decision for you. And yes, we wish that they would be more helpful, but maybe if this is really important to you to get down to the bottom of like why the pricing is so off, is to continue to push in that relationship and find someone else to talk to who can help you if this is really important to you. And it's so frustrating, I know, but it's part of retail. It's part of selling products, is that, and it happens in every single industry, not just the pet industry, where brands sell direct to consumer and pricing fluctuates constantly. You can buy things, like the brands have to unload. They invest all this money in this inventory and they have to unload it in different ways to different places. So if it's just sitting there. So there's just like this whole ecosystem of pricing and selling and sales channels that exists. And sometimes it's not always in our favor, right? So we have to then, and that's the power that we have as running our own businesses. We have our own choices of what we choose to put on shelves, what we choose to put on our websites, what we choose to talk about in our stores or put on social media. And then you can make the decision to move that brand out if you wanted to, or go deeper in conversations with them. But everything's worth a conversation, right? That's why you're all here today with Convos with Candace. Tons of you joining on Instagram. I love it. Here over on Facebook and LinkedIn, YouTube, it's pretty quiet, as it has been. So maybe this isn't the time of day anymore to be going and streaming on those platforms, but we're here testing it all out. This is an opportunity just to connect with you. I'm the owner of Pet Boss Nation, a business coach. I help pet professionals all over the world with their sales and marketing and leadership. And I'm just here to connect with you twice a week for just about 15 minutes at a time. To chat. And then there's my mother-in-law. Hi, Pam. So sometimes friends and family join on too. All right. So I love these conversations. Please mark on your calendars to tune in Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern for these. And if there's anything you ever want to talk about, let me know. And if you have burning questions that you want to get feedback on from either me or your peer community, then you should join us over in that free Facebook group, okay? All you have to do is search Pet Boss on Facebook and you'll find it in the groups section. Or you could DM us on one of these accounts and we would send you the link. And I just, want to encourage you that if you get frustrated with competitors' pricing or reaching out to your clients, that at the end of the day, there is plenty of business for everyone. There are so many pet parents out there. It is really, really important that you keep your mindset open and abundant and receiving and ready to like go find all those clients that you need and think about what else could you do to grow your business. Because really the money is out there, the clients are out there. It just might take a little tweaking in how you're running your business and your marketing at this point. All things that we can help you with at Pet Boss Nation and in the Pet Boss Club. So that's all I've got for you today. I had a ton of meetings this morning. I've got more meetings this afternoon. I just wanted to hop on and say hello. Hope you're having a great week. And I will see you on Tuesday of next week. That's June 25th. I'm going to have a special guest, Maddie from the Pet Boss team will be here. And she is talking about Instagram and what she loves about Instagram right now and some things you need to be thinking about for your Instagram accounts, as well as you'll get a chance to hear all about our Pet Boss social media audits, which is a new service that we have rolled out recently, mainly to our Pet Boss clients. And we'll be sharing a little bit of that with you next week as well, in case you want to have your social account audited by our wonderful and awesome Maddie. All right. Talk to you soon. See you next week. Have a great week.